Go ahead. Who's gonna start? Who's gonna start? I think the main theme of the story is that everything is different. Because if you go to the chapter August through the peephole, you can get details on Augie's face, which explains more about him and like how everyone is different.
One thing I forgot to say is just the inner circle that's speaking. And I'm so glad you were willing to step in, and then we'll switch. You can get yours in a turn. Thank you. Or have to mention it. You can invite people and
Come on, Tori. Tessa, Maddie, Perez, Cynthia. I don't know her name.
Well, I think that that it's mostly about his life and him going to school. Maddie.
Agree with.
I would agree with Tessa because that's all this is, not mostly some of the words.
what you prepare.
I think the main conflict is Augie not going trick or treating because of his bullies.
I disagree with Chris because I think the main conflict is Augie's school because in most school chapters, Augie either gets bullied or ignored.
I agree with Xander, and I also think one of the main conflicts is Jack really is acting like to be his friend, but he's really not.
I agree with both of them, Tori and Xander, but I kind of disagree because I think it's mostly because of Jack Will saying what you said.
Let's check mark each one I use.
You ever heard from Amanda?
I invited Amanda in.
You haven't heard from you, Amanda.
A lot that you've thought about. Share what you've thought about.
I kind of disagree with Tessa because I think almost a lot of people have been making fun of not only Jack. I think there's like a lot. I
agree with Amanda because there is a lot of kids making fun of him at school.
I'm inviting Chelsea in.
We haven't heard from Cynthia yet.
Well, I agree with Amanda because there is lots of people making fun of Augie and because how he was.
How does that conflict push our story forward?
I disagree with Tori and Amanda because not all the kids are being mean to August.
Some of them are just being.
I
some people are
agree
just
with
being
you, but there is a lot of kids making fun of him at school, except for Summer and other students, but they're mostly laughing behind his back.
For example, if they don't want to touch him.
Interesting point, Maddie. But I see it in a sort of different way because although yes, not all the kids are being mean to him, but a lot of kids are or ignoring him or doing other things.
What else can you share about the thoughts that you had prepared beforehand?
I think the importance of perspective in our story helps us understand every person's point of view.
I agree with Tanner because I think the importance is that they all have a different opinion about Augie and things they're going through in their life. I'm inviting Maddie in.
Maddie's being invited in by 2 people.
What in the story makes you agree with that?
I think it can help us understand it better, so you can understand Augie's life from like his sister and his friends.
I agree with Maddie. Not Maddie. Tessa. Because it does help you understand more, and I also found in the book that everyone is actually talking about Augie in the story and describing what he looks like, and he was like, whatever you're thinking is worse. So he doesn't really want to describe his face at all. So in the Bea's perspective, she sees him as a normal person, and she describes what he looks like, what she sees out of him.
My idea is similar to Tessa's in that both of our perspectives explain how it helps us understand the story.
You guys have done a really good job of talking about perspective and conflict and theme and connecting to one another. I appreciate that. Before we moved between round 1 and round 2, I want us to think of some good things that you saw the inside circle in round 1 doing. Outside circle. First of all, could you hear them? There were some distractions around the room. I would say there were some distractions around the room, although you were quieter than normal, which is good. We do have to, in the outside circle and the inside circle, be very quiet in this echoey room. Yes, Brina? Oh, no, that's our regular bell.
It's like after home base.
Yeah.
Everything we missed.
Okay, and was that awkward?
Yeah.
Did you feel awkward? What can you do to prevent that?
You have to keep either jointly or details.
You could go
Switch back
into details,
back to your
elaborate,
frame.
you could change the subject, good. Same person can go again, right?
Like the same person talks twice in a row.
Right.
Like,
One time, a number of times when that happened, people who had been speaking tried to invite and join other people in. That was good. Any other things? All right. Oh, yes, great. I didn't hear you.
She didn't hear Chris talking.
Okay, so we need to keep our volume up, right? And that's something that I'd love for you to work on, okay? All right, so we're going to very quickly and quietly switch roles here, switch places. And those of you on the outside should already have some other thoughts from listening to the inside circle. Choose a spot, please.
So now the inside circle.
Yes. Right, so the outside circle is not speaking. Outside circle is not speaking.
Are we still live?
Yes.
She's live.
Well, the surface of gear is a metal.
Okay, now, Brianna, I would like you to you never touch it.
Settle down. Okay.
Actually, right there, Brianna.
Can I stand to do this because I don't want to sit.
No. Okay, and I'd like you to render difficulty saying. It's like, oh, okay, pray, come on. Okay, pray just for
I did the 12
Where did the things go? Okay, some of the distractions. Go.
All right. I'm going to give you 7 minutes again. Okay. So anyone can. Where's your discussion prep sheet? You have it.
Why do I have to have this?
Because you're using it just like it says that you come to discussion prepared and you explicitly draw on that preparation. Well, I don't need you to plain read. I want you to use what you've written as you can kind of read it in order to help yourself share your ideas. Okay.
Scared. You know, it's just recording.
Okay, can we play this video and do this stuff?
All right.
Some for Congress might maybe one.
There you go.
Ow!
It's just like
All right, you may begin.
Congress. Around conflict.
You can start a conflict if you'd like.
Okay.
Anyone can start.
I think Augie struggles because he is different and acts different from the others and looks different. Next, no. All the kids look at him, it's most likely they look at him instead of paying attention to their homework. No Congress?
Anyone have a similar or different opinion?
Yeah.
I think some conflicts are like in both perspectives of Dia and August are their friends, and mostly they talk about August's medical problems and also him being bullied.
I agree with because Via and August both lost some of their best friends.
I agree with Hunter. They keep losing everything. Now B is losing basically his whole brother.
I disagree with Matthew because she's making new friends. Let's go.
Oh, it's on.
Does that change come into the conflict at all?
Yes.
Elaborate.
I'm not going to fight for your friends because she has not seen
It's changed how Via and August have been acting lately.
I disagree with that because Algie's the only one that has been overreacting to the thing at school because she's been basically bullied.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
well, responded. Send it to Max.
I'm not Obama.
Stay on point.
What? Okay.
Stay on point.
No, I couldn't hear you.
I think it's mostly Augie mainstream's changing because he has been trying to listen to Augie things and listen to him, but Augie's been overreacting more, and mostly he's the only one getting bullied, so he's been overreacting.
I disagree with you because during school she's acting a lot different than what she used to.
I agree with that, but she lost most of her friends because she has to do extra school 22. Is that right?
Did
School
she-
22. She moved to school 22. I'm sure that's what it is.
We're, Augie was in PS Public School 22. She went to college, but changing schools.
They've been each been changing schools. Augie's already changed schools, so of course, like they're gonna act different from him. He's a new kid. He's gonna be different, and they're gonna act like Via's not even there because they're all popular girls that are wild and treat people like crap.
Yeah.
I'm not dialing it back.
I agree with you because I think like Miranda and another name
Ella.
and Ella both split off from Via just to join the super popular dance.
That's what I've been waiting to hear. I invited Kyle on this because he doesn't say the word, so basically.
I think it's nice.
Say hi or something. I'm in
You can switch topic if you want to.
When it comes to me, that is.
And it mostly made me, I'm going to kill him.
So now I don't know if I want to change something.
Just go.
But my perspective of this, I think that he should go and do the fun things, and so get his mind off of school.
Are you
Kind of
thinking about Augie?
Yes, I am. And since he's getting his mind off of school and doing something that's actually fun, instead of doing his homework and getting stared at the whole day. And now that he's wearing a mask, nobody's gonna know who he is because most kids wear the same costume. So they'll predict something, and then when they take off the helmet sometime, it's not them.
You've got about half a minute.
Great, we haven't heard from you yet. What do you think?
Well,
I haven't heard from you.
I agree.
With
Well, wasn't it the perspective? Or was it the conflict?
Perspective.
We just changed the subject.
We just did.
We always do.
No.
or did you have something that you want to share, Craig, about any of them?
Well, I do agree about the conflict, about him getting bullied.
And that pushes our story forward.
Yes, I agree with that too.
Okay.
Because if it's pushing our story forward, that means that we're gonna learn more about Augie. He's gonna, mostly everything in the book's going to change about more on Summer's point of view. We're gonna be listening to what she thinks about Augie.
Okay, and that,
See their friends.
as our story pushes forward in the plot, because of that conflict, it helps us develop our understanding about the theme. What did you say the theme was?
It was
It was
Augie is
our
different.
objective from
Things, undo things.
Oh.
Because every single perspective.
Did we come to a collective understanding
Yes.
about the theme?
Yes.
There's one thing I liked.
Yeah, I would agree with Brina that we did not come to a collective understanding about theme because we didn't really get to talk about it very much, did we? Okay, so let's compare this round, everyone, this
Wait, so we're
round
fighting
with
this round now?
last round, or the first round. Chris?
It was a lot quieter.
Fighter meaning not volume, but
But they talked a lot.
they talked, and did everyone talk a lot more?
No.
Okay, so it was somewhat imbalanced. How can we? I'll get you in just a second, Troy. How can we fix that so that everyone gets a voice?
At least we said something.
Yeah, you're right. It's good. How can we make sure everyone gets a
That
voice?
hat is really fun.
Letting people in. Okay, they did invite people though. When you invite people, what has to happen in order for that balance to get there?
They have to tell something.
Yeah, they actually have to talk. So it's not just one person invites someone in. The other person actually has to speak to, and that can take a lot of bravery, courage. Okay, Tori.
So it's like only two people talking.
Okay, so we had some dominant roles that kind of took over, even though they had great things to say. Okay, so
those are some things that I want you to keep in mind as we come to a discussion where we want to value everyone's opinion and get a collective understanding. Okay, what I want you to do now, you've got about 3 minutes. I want you to get your journals very quickly and reflect on what you learned from this discussion.